Good day and I love you. Welcome to the Daily Dose, your daily dose of well-being for Friday, August 10th, 2018. I'm Heather Peterson Lockhart and I'm the Chieftess. I'm a well-being coach. And I am here today. I'm showing up. I wonder how many of you don't feel like showing up. It's part of the reason I'm here. And for that very reason, I want to share a story with you today. I also want to tell you that we are on the edge of a solar eclipse in Leo that is in tandem with a new moon, and the focus is on raising our vibration, on finding happiness, on believing that it can be better, and then taking action and stepping into it, really showing up. So I'm doing that today. I'm here. I'm suited up, I'm showing up, and I'm ready to move forward. And I wasn't always able to do that. I'm in a program of recovery, and my mentor, my sponsor for 10 years is probably leaving the earth today, or tomorrow maybe, I don't know. He is sedated and hospice is there. He has stage 3 lung cancer and stage 4 bone cancer. And, you know, I've been every range of emotions there is in the last 48. Haven't been suicidal. Haven't been homicidal. Haven't wanted to drink. Haven't wanted to do drugs. Haven't wanted to escape life. And haven't wanted to kill anybody. And for me, you guys, that's a motherfucking miracle. For those who know all my story, you know that's the real deal. I don't say that shit jokingly. I don't think it's funny. You know, I used to think that shit was funny when you talk about being all hardcore and out of control, till you're really that person that's like the most out of control of all the motherfuckers that are out of control, and the other ones that were as bad as you are dead. You know, it's not funny. It's not cool. It's not living. It's not even existing. Barely existing. Anyway, that's where I was when I met this man, when I was remanded to a program of recovery for my ridiculous asinine behavior and being a threat to myself and the community. And I didn't know how to live. I didn't know anything about myself because I was too afraid to find out. I was even more afraid of letting you find out. And so I just ducked out, denied, and attempted to conquer life. And that got me nowhere fast. Detained. Billed. There was consequences, is what I mean. And this man was the first human who extended his hand in a way that I was willing to take it, and pulled me out of the corner that I had trapped myself in. And I took that man's hand, and metaphorically he became my mother, my father, my husband, my child, my brother, my sister, my teacher, my everything. All appropriately, of course. Like I said, metaphorically, don't get it twisted. What I mean is he was my first in so many ways. He taught me how to talk to myself, how to show up for my child. How do you talk to a man when you're dating him and you're scared? You know, if I had a nickel for every time I called this man and said, "Oh my God, I'm in crisis, I have so much emotional upheaval," or the times that I called him, I remember calling him, you know, hiding in the corner of my closet, unable to breathe, just because life was so loud and so bright. And I had been living it in the dull of alcoholism and addiction, and life in full technicolor was way more than I knew how to deal with. And one day at a time, he always showed up for me, and he listened to me, and he helped me, and he taught me all the tools. Well, I doubt all of them, because he's really a resourceful soul. He taught me many of the tools that had been taught to him. He's like one-stop shopping for self-help. I'm not joking. This man's reach in our community of recovery and our community where he lives is astounding. There are so many people there showing up at his house right now around the clock, wanting to pay homage and honor to his time, his teaching, his soul work. And this morning, you know, I have some really tumultuous situations going on in my life where I have to step into my power like never before. And I have to make choices that are more impacting, and they're daunting to me. And I have to show up. And there's no ducking out, and there's no escaping, and there's no denying that any of this stuff is going on. And with my friend leaving, I had this like a flicker of, you're all alone. You're all alone. There's no one to help you. You're not gonna figure it out. It's all fucked up. It was a flicker. A flicker, and I like felt it. I was like, huh. It used to be a tsunami. I used to wake up consumed by that feeling and figure out how I was going to swim from out of that wave of doom. Today it was a flicker, and it was a flicker that didn't catch fire because there was all this other that came and was like, you're so not alone. You have everything you need right here. You have all the tools you need, all the parts of self, all the characters of the village, all the facets we need. You've got what you need. You've been doing the work. You've been showing up. You're not in the same position. You're not alone on the island where you were when you met him. You're prepared. You're gonna be okay. Show up. Show up. So, I went into meditation last night, and I got okay. I got okay with all of this. Doesn't mean I'm not going to hurt and lose it. It means I understand it's a process of life, and I understand that this man's life, oh my God, the ripples left from his pond, his rock in the pond will ricochet and reverberate forever. Because those of us that he taught, we're helping teach others. We're showing up for our kids. We're showing up for our community. And so, this morning, I called, and his wife answered, and he's been sedated. She thinks he will go today or tomorrow. And I asked her to put the phone to his ear. And I told him, I said, I know you can hear me, and I want you to know that I spoke with my son last night, and we have decided to adopt your wife as our honorary auntie. And we're hoping that she and the dog come and stay with us for quite a while and allow us to love on her, because we could use some love from her too. So I want you to know, all of us, we got your girl. All of us got your girl, and we're going to show up and take care of her with the tools you taught us. So if you need to go now, I want you to know that she is well. And for me to be able to do that, for me to be able to think about, like, what would my friend want? What can I do for my friend? How can I be in service to my community? All these beautiful people that are there, that are, you know, showing up to his home and that are helping to take care of his wife and supporting each other through this. And that's a beautiful thing today, to be able to wake up, and when I could say I'm in crisis, but I'm not. My circumstances written on paper presented to you would probably connotate crisis to you. I've decided that, you know, when the fucking sky falls, I need a motherfucking new horizon sometimes. So today, when the sky is falling and shit is upside down, boy, you turn me inside out, round and round, and I look to be of service and love on other people, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. I am filled with gratitude, and I owe so much of it to this beautiful man, and his name is Bill. If you would you join me for a moment, a quiet moment for just a second, and send love to Bill and his family. And our card for the day: I am the dreamer of my dream. I love you. I thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you tomorrow. I won't. I'll see you on Monday.